Hello, everyone. It's great to be here. I have been following what you have been doing, almost the great projects, and I had a privilege to visit, especially in Smart City Barcelona Expo. It was also a great pleasure to network at your booth. So I'm Tolga Karayel. I'm a project researcher at University of Turku. Specifically, I'm working at Finland Futures Research Centre. So this presentation is kind of related about my master thesis findings, and I just wanted to open a new window that how smart city digital twins can be utilized with their capabilities of predictive analysis, what if simulations, and also integrating the features aspect in that sense. So, as you may already know, that the application of the digital twins in the context of smart city is kind of challenging because we have human agency. It is not like the predictable behaviors or just getting the human agency integrated to digital twins because they have kind of a privacy issues and also the lack of adequate infrastructure to get all crowdsourcing and the agency of the human in that system. However, if in the context of the cyber physical systems thinking to integrate the smart city, which has some kind of the sensor technologies and other sensing technologies that the BIM they gathered through digital twins, which is also enabling the city planning and also the increasing the resilience of the city in future uncertainties. In that sense, you can have some simulations as Tom has showed. It's kind of really good to have preliminary showcase in that sense. So you gather the data and make the big data analytics and make some predictive feature simulations. But in that sense, it's just increasing the concerns and also the understanding. While we are running these simulations and while you're taking actions towards your features, actions, for example, making policies, so whose alternative features in that sense is desired and shaped by whom? In the context of city planners nowadays, if we assume that the age range difference like 25 to 60 in some cases, so they are planning the master plans in urban planning or the zoning in 20 years or in 30 years, which means they are kind of shaping the current underaged or the youngs that they are not able to give their votes to these elected people. So they are not especially like representing in the context of nowadays the future citizens in that sense. So the future is not certain and it is not predictable in that sense, but there are alternative possible features that you can see here. And there's also the business as usual, like projected feature, but the preferable feature is kind of related with our presentation. So it is something that while you are anticipating the trends and trying to understand what could be the effect of this driver in your city system, for example, like water management due to the urbanization or different climate change that can differ or can change your land system, like a topological system, so that different river streams or like flood emergency in the future. So it's something that you don't want, or it is undesired, or it's desired. And in that sense, during my findings, I just inspired by the White et al. That the digital twins kind of can be used to shape your city in the aspect of the future. So in that sense, if I may, I think that it should be the left, right, down corner. So the Internet of Things, the data, and also the sensing technologies is gathering all the data that creates the smart city applications, as Tom has briefly showcased. But City Council is also taking some like council, like master planning or council actions, and they are briefly making it applicable in 5 years. And also they are making master plans for 20 years. So the idea in concept of real-time citizen strategic foresight is delivering these data and actions or policy forward-looking policies into digital twins, which is in the middle. And also the feature studies and also the scenarios and also the 3D modelers is integrating these feature images in that context, and they are integrating everything in one and enable with the digital twin apps that citizens or underage kids or in some participatory aspects, they are giving some ratings to these different alternative features in the context of the urban, increasing the urban resilience. So while you are having a right to have an action today that can shape the future, and you can also have some voice of the current or the future citizens in the concept of the digital twins. And then when you get those ratings, for example, like a zoning in like railway station in that sense with 3D models, you can create different alternative visualizations or how do you anticipate it in the future and to create a holistic, a desirable feature for all citizen dwellers. And if you get the highest rating, then you can have like a feedback loop in that sense and get the best or the most desired feature in the context of designing these or creating the zoning and also the creating the future-oriented master planning. Still needs empirical studies. It's kind of academic study, but it can also put it in the business. But I'm just looking for some different aspects to work together in that to develop this conceptual model and bringing different like energy, water, and also the railway station, for example, in that context to develop these concepts and make it feasible in conceptual model. Thank you for your time, and please ask questions if you have any at the end.